The second the trailers came out, I was like, this is gonna be shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Harry, and with me, of course, is the self-proclaimed king of the world, Edward Dulles Dooley.
Good to be here, Has.
Dulles, it's not a good day.
No, it's not.
We saw Fantastic Four last night, and
There's nothing fantastic about it.
Dulles, off the set, were you expecting it to be good at all?
No. Oh, dude. Okay, so the second the trailers came out, I was like, this is gonna be shit. And I'm never wrong. So
100% of the time. Never wrong.
yeah. So what did you find wrong with it?
I found that, okay, so basically the film picks up when Reed Richards is a child, and it just goes progressively worse from there, but it felt like 3 different movies. They spent too much time in his childhood, which was about 20-25 minutes.
Well, that's already on to the first point. The pacing was atrocious.
Pacing was
It was terrible.
But then they had this middle part where they got their abilities, then it skips forward a whole year. So it's just like, yep, no worries. They've got their powers. They're just fine with it. They're cool with it. No emotional moments needed. It's sweet. And then the last act was the worst third act of any Marvel movie I've ever seen.
Agreed. Yeah.
It was just horrible.
The Doom ended up being a throwaway villain. He looked fucking stupid, and everyone looked pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Their suits, the Thing, looked ridiculous.
The Thing is supposed to be a badass monster that ends the fights that other people can't.
Harry,
And
he wasn't wearing any pants.
the producers looked at that character and went, I know who could play this. Billy Elliot. Billy Elliot is the Thing. That's not good. This is my problem with Fox. They take these awesome properties, like Fantastic Four isn't a great property, but it's still...
No.
It's notable. Like, people know about it.
They should have learned their lesson from those first 2. I mean...
They were better than this one, though.
Yeah, they were. And that's the most fucked part.
But...
I mean...
okay, let's talk about the actual acting, because the cast was incredible. You had Michael B.
there's
Jordan,
nothing good to say.
Michael B. Jordan, Miles Teller, Kate Mara, and Jamie Bell.
Yeah.
4 great actors. But they didn't use them. The script was written by a child.
Miles Teller especially, I mean, coming off Whiplash, you're just like...
I'm a massive Miles Teller fanboy, and I can't defend him in
Maybe
this.
you can pull off a good performance.
You can't. Like, you just can't. It just wasn't good. Like, from the start to the finish, there wasn't one notable scene that I was just like, that was really good. Every single part of the movie felt different and just felt completely disjointed, and it just didn't flow well. The villain made no sense to the actual universe. The actual characters themselves were completely mentally constituted, and it was just done poorly. Like, Josh Trank came out and he said on Twitter the day after the review started coming out, saying with a tweet saying that he had a version of this. The tweet will come up on the video.
Yeah.
He had a version of this about a year ago, and it would have gotten great reviews, but unfortunately you won't see. You'll probably never see that. It's really tough.
Studio meddling, yeah.
That's what if the studio meddled at all? You're a director. Stick to your guns. This is your movie. At the end of the day, your name is on the top of this.
He was a bit cowardly just saying that it's the studio's fault, mate. Like, you directed the Thing.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, you can't just use him as a scapegoat.
If the
You're a shitty director who made a shitty movie.
That's like
Stick with that.
all the arguments towards Sam Mendes doing Spider-Man 3 and saying the studio wanted Venom in and stuff like that. The studio came out and said, make a movie with Venom. Great. Then you make a Spider-Man movie with Venom. It's his fault because he wanted to center around Sandman and all that. Make a movie, like the studio gives you an idea, then make the movie out of it. That's your job. That's what you're getting paid for.
Yeah.
Don't put it back on the studio. But then again, you gotta have someone to blame for this movie, because it just...
I blame everyone involved.
Everyone. Even Miles Teller.
Down to the last stagehand. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What really annoyed me was how it led up to a whole lot of nothing. Like, it just... The final fight scene, yeah, very anticlimactic. Just such a throwaway villain. He looks so stupid.
He was really... He looked
I still don't know what his power was.
No one does.
I still don't know why I went to see that movie. It was a strong waste of money.
Dulles, how many times were you wanting to walk out of that cinema?
I mean, I nearly got out until you stopped me, but, at least 3 times.
At least 3 times. And that says something about a superhero movie, because we're big superhero movie fans.
I don't know if I am anymore. That's what this has done.
But a movie like this, it was supposed to be just like, we knew it was gonna be bad, but we thought it might a little bit fun. But this was just
really. The trailers said everything but that.
Such a chore to watch. Such a chore to watch.
Yeah.
It was all origin zero story. I gave it a 3 out of 10. Dawes, what would you give it? What would you give it?
I'd give it the exact same score. I mean, so you got to give it a point for something. Human Torch wasn't terrible.
Wasn't great. It was the only redeeming character.
And then, my boy Freddy in there cooking them ribs.
You and your dad were close?
Nah, cooking ribs was the only thing that motherfucker did right.
Oh, Freddy, man.
You think that's why he likes it here? Did you treat him like a regular person?
Maybe. Mostly it's the fucking ribs, though.
How's the Cards alumni? You got... Well, Kate Mara's in as well. So.
Kate Mara was excellent in House Cards.
Yeah.
And then... No, it was like... But you can't really solely blame this on the actor, but you still, like... They're given a script, work with it, but the script was terrible.
Dude.
Script, acting, direction, produced... Just the general look of the film. I'm sick of dark, gritty films that aren't supposed to be dark and gritty. This is supposed to be a fun team.
He tried to replicate his other film,
Chronicle.
And...
Chronicle wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
With Marvel characters, and it just backfired drastically.
Exactly. So what did you think of Fantastic Four? Did you hate along with us? I'm sure you did. But leave your comments below, subscribe for more content, but until next time, we're going back to the candy bar.